Anyway, Cattle Dog's Revenge is about guests who come to your farm or to stay and who won't leave. And Sherry, as I've said many times, they're a little bit like guests. They're a bit like fish. They go off after 3 days. Cattle Dog's Revenge is by a bloke called Jack Drake from Stanford, and it goes a bit like this. If you've ever lived upon a farm, you'll know the feeling well. How easy it can be to get the visitors from hell. You know those mongrels from the city that invite themselves to stay because they only want a holiday where they don't have to pay. Now I might be pretty cynical because I was just a kid. I'd seen it happen every year. It's what they always did. Bring some ice cream and a box of fruit and half a slab of beer and act like it's a favour if they stayed for half a year. And all on the assumption that we'd be so glad to see the half-brother of our Uncle Harry's third wife's cousin B. They never do a tap of work, they clean up all our grog, but it all came to a screeching halt the year they brought the dog. Yes, the middle seat was taken by this huge Rottweiler thing, on its neck a studded collar without a hitching ring. The old man stared in silence and said, "You'll have to tie him up." They said he's had obedience training and he's just the sweetest pup. Well, the dog bailed out the window. They said, "Hey, come back here, tyke." One word from this mug and he did exactly as he liked. And like a black and tan tornado with a brainless, snarling face, he caused an orgy of destruction around our peaceful country place. He flogged our poor old kelpie bitch and not content with that, ate 6 of Mum's best laying chooks and murdered Grandma's cat. He chewed our poor pet possum's tail and chased it up a tree while this dog flicked pages on dog philosophy. And while the city joker tried to find answers out of books, the Rottweiler teeth gnashing headed straight for Andy's chooks. Yes, Andy's special bantams. They'd won ribbons at the show. Looked like they were going to be the next thing round here to go. But young Andy was a cunning lad with everything to gain. He headed for the kennel and let Woody off the chain. And to vindicate the honour of our simple country mutts, he flew into the Rottweiler and let straight on to his nuts. Well, the bellows from the Rottweiler became a low-pitched growl. They raced off down the paddock at 100 miles an hour with Woody hanging grimly, his feet skidding in the dirt. My legs crossed along their own. God's truth, it must have hurt. They swung out between 2 saplings and set off their own dog trap because Woody hanging grimly just failed to make the gap. Well, this joker from the city started acting tough till Dad roared in his face, "You bum, I've had a blood enough. Oh, Woody did the right thing, the proper thing to do. Anyone who breed that mongrel will be half as bloody dumb as you. So pack your bags and snatch it, you rotten mongrel sod, or I'll make a weather out of you just like Woody's done your dog." And with the air of people greatly wrong, they loaded that pet up and danced off down the roadway with that castrated pup. But no more will we be troubled by those pushy city folks who inflict themselves upon you till it's gone beyond a joke. But sometimes when the phone rings, getting on towards Christmas time, old Dad's jaw begins to tighten as we listen on the line. And our grins keep getting wider, and old Dad begins to cough and says, "I've only got 2 words for you." And the second one is off.